Now that the Trump Organization tax fraud trial in the state of New York is over, the jurors in the case are free to speak to the press, and one of them did exactly that with the Daily Beast in a piece published this week. And that juror revealed a hell of a lot about what went on behind the scenes. Specifically, the juror said that he and other jurors found the defense's arguments stupid and demeaning. Basically trying to play the jury for a bunch of fools is essentially how he put it. So let me read this from the juror themselves. I constantly fought my knee-jerk belief that, of course, anything with the name Trump on it is crooked. I shocked myself in mid-November when I realized that I wasn't sure I could find the Trump Corporation and Trump Payroll Corporation guilty. We talked in the jury room about having to put on blinders and look just at these two companies. One of the guys started calling Trump Joe Smith. From there on, we referred to Mr. Smith's company. Now, that part, not hugely revealing, although it does tell us that sure, the jurors did not like Donald Trump, and they did everything humanly possible to take their personal feelings about Donald Trump out of the equation, which is exactly what they are supposed to do. So if Trump's lawyers, who of course are going to appeal this ruling, if they want to try to go to the court and say, listen, we're appealing this because these jurors were biased, they've got a very strong argument that no, we were not. We actually went out of our way to remove any kind of preconceived notion that we had about Donald Trump. That is a good move on behalf of the jurors, especially referring to him as a different name, so the name itself didn't taint their deliberations. Brilliant move. Now, here is where things get interesting. They're talking about Michael van der Veen, who was one of the lead defense attorneys for the Trump Organization, and this is what the juror said. Everyone hated Weisselberg did it for Weisselberg. We found it demeaning. How stupid do you think we are? At least Johnny Cochran had a viable point. Michael van der Veen did nothing to help himself by imitating Donald Bender's voice and speech impediment, impugning his manhood because the guy spoke with a high voice. People really, really didn't like that. So you have the defense attorney, Michael van der Veen, who, of course, as we all know, we talked about it at the time, they were trying to pin everything on Weisselberg. Weisselberg did it for Weisselberg. And he apparently kept repeating that almost as if it was a sitcom catchphrase. And now we know, according to the jurors, that didn't work. It made us think that you think we're stupid, and we clearly are not. So don't talk down to us, don't demean us. We understand what happened here. And then the second point. If you're a lawyer in court, and the only thing you're able to do to a witness is make fun of them, you've lost. Like, if that is your only line of attack against somebody who either testified against the company in a deposition or somebody who testified against them in court, if the only thing you can do is mock the way that they talk, you've lost your case, and you deserve to lose every case from now until the end of time. That is juvenile, that is childish, that is absolutely uncalled for, and it's never a winning strategy. So I'm glad that van der Veen got his ass handed to him, and that the Trump Organization, of course, was convicted on all 17 counts that they faced. There's more. He then, the juror, talks about Alvin Bragg and his ongoing investigation into the Trump Organization. And he said, you've got to know you're going to win. You can't waste the money. You can't take Trump to court and lose because then he's not guilty. He's innocent. That's how he'd interpret it. And he expects Alvin Bragg to criminally indict him. So that's pretty impressive, right? A juror who sat there, heard all of this information, things that you and I have not seen or heard, looks at this criminal prosecutor, Alvin Bragg in New York, and says, you got to do this. Like, you know you're going to win. We've seen the same stuff. Like, why are you not doing this? And I'm gonna side with the juror on this. Like, why are you not doing this? Now, I will say after, months of basically stepping back from it, Alvin Bragg has ramped up the investigation in recent weeks. I think probably spurred on by what happened with this civil trial. So maybe we'll see movement there. But if the guy who saw everything says that, yeah, Trump is guilty and you'll secure a conviction, then that's good enough for me. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.